Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I have some leftover resin and I thought I'd try for my very first time the dragon scale effect. I've never done it before, so I thought this is the chance I do it. So the first color I showed you is the Interference Pearl from Etter Art. The second color here is Havanna. It's mica from Petra Jongbloed. And I have here the Olive Twist, a pigment paste from Etter Art. And I'm not quite sure with the olive tone because I think the olive tone has also a little bit a pearl effect inside. So I was not 100% sure if this would be the right thing, but like I always say, if you don't try, you don't know. So I start with the Olive Twist with the color. I'm using here also the Ultracast Resin, which set a little bit longer because it's a leftover pour. And I think it set around about half an hour. And I'm just pouring 2 coasters with my leftover resin. So first the Olive Twist. It's a beautiful green tone. I really love it. And I just take my dotting tool here and I will take care that there are no bubbles at the sides. So sometimes I forget doing this. I also make sure that the resin touches the sides of the mold so I can really go around with my popsicle stick and make sure that all the bubbles are gone. I don't know why I've never done the dragon scale effect, but I recently saw a few artists doing it and I thought maybe I should give it a try as well. I mean, it's basically a crackle effect, but you pour it differently than I do my crackle effects. So that's why I'm curious if I can achieve it or what can I adjust, and well, I will see. So my second color here is the Havanna, and I pour this on top of my green. I have no idea how much I should put in there. I just go with the flow, and I think for my first layer I maybe already did too much because the mold is only 8 mm deep, and I was after the third layer, which is coming now with my Interference Pearl, quite close to the rim. I think I only had space for maybe 2 mm or something. So I don't know, and it's just a matter of trying and see what you can achieve. And now I use the olive again, and you see that I'm not using much because I really do not have too much space anymore. But I'm so curious if I achieve any crackle or if it will just be a block of color from the pigment paste, because the pigment paste is also quite heavy. So I have no idea. And now there is the Interference Pearl again, and then the Havanna. And after this I take a little bit of clear resin and I just push out my colors. Sorry for my voice, I seem to have a little frog in my throat. Anyway, so now I just take clear resin. There's only a little bit in my jar, and I just push my resin out a little bit till my mold is a little bit doming. Do not fill it too much, otherwise you have the risk that you will overfill your mold. It sometimes happens to me, so what can I say? Anyway, these are now my colors. And then I take some stones which have this little bit of a pearl effect. I take some greenish stones and I take some copper stones. So this is going to be my center because I want it to be rather natural, looking very organic, and I also want my crackles to look organic. So I'm, yeah, like I said, I'm very curious how this is gonna turn out. And yeah, I just take care that I push them down, the crackles with my, or the cracks or the glass stones with my dotting tool very carefully, that I'm not, yeah, scratching my mold. Here are the copper stones. Just take my fingers to get them in as well. Yeah, sometimes with the voiceovers you are not right in time, so I'm sorry. Even though it's only a couple of days ago I did this pour, but in between so many things are happening that you really forget the step by step. Normally I should make notes, so it's easier to make the voiceover, but I hope you forgive me. Anyway, now a quick torch, and then I just let the resin do whatever it needs to do. I didn't do a time lapse because I was pouring something else as well, and I still had a little bit more left over, so I used it up, but I didn't have too much transparent resin, so I'm very curious. This is the one, because there was a lot of the interference pearl mica left, and I thought, just use it, just see what comes out, and yeah, this is the result. It looks, yeah, interesting but strange, but it was worth trying. So at least I poured something and I could see what's going on. And this is now the number one. And I'm already very happy. I think the effects are very great, even though they are not as divined or so definite like my normal crackle effects. So I guess it's because of the pigment paste, which has this sort of pearlish effect as well. But I'm very happy with the colors, with the color blending. And I think for my first attempt ever for the dragon scale effect, I'm quite happy. And there you see how it's looking. And if you don't mind, I will try it again, maybe with different colors, with a different pigment paste, or with different transparent at the other side. Okay, with this, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching and take care, guys. Bye-bye.